Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I wanted to do a testing new makeup. I got some exciting things in the mail. I showed some stuff over on my Instagram stories and I had a huge response. I have a new foundation from IT Cosmetics that you guys literally were going crazy for. We also have the new ColourPop Daisy collection and then a few extra goodies here and there to kind of test these things out. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to start with the base here. So I'm just going to go ahead and use one of my tried and true favorite primers, which is NYX Marshmallow Primer. Since I am using a newer, it's like a skin tint, I don't really want to use a new primer with it just in case. So this one always does good for me. It's not too matte, it's not too hydrating, so it's just a nice one to pair with pretty much anything for any skin type. I feel like my skin has been very sensitive this week. I don't know what happened. I did like a little dermaplaning face razor thing. I do it like once a month or so, and then I did like the slugging trend, which is like putting basically a petroleum jelly on your face like overnight and it's like all greasy, you look like a slug basically, but it's supposed to be amazing. Don't know if my skin loves that. I don't know if it's the combination I did, but it just kind of freaked out a little bit and it's been a little sensitive and I've had a couple breakouts, so I need to try the slugging again. But maybe not when I'm doing the face shavings. Anyways, let's put on our foundation. This is the new IT Cosmetics. This is the CC Plus Nude Glow. It says color correcting medium coverage skin tint. So a lot of you guys were asking about this one, that you wanted to see a review on this. I know the original CC cream is super popular, very raved about. I also love their Your Skin But Better foundation. That is my go-to, but this is supposed to be more of a skin tint. We'll see. You guys know how I feel about skin tints. I'm not always the biggest fan, but it does say medium coverage, so I do have some hope that this could work out. And if you guys are wondering like what the differences are with this one and the original CC cream, IT Cosmetics did a little side by side, which I thought was interesting. So this is supposed to be a lightweight fluid, while CC cream is a cream texture. It's gonna be thicker with the original. This has SPF 40 in it. It's supposed to be brightening. The CC Plus cream original has SPF 50. This has 2% niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and green tea extract in the formula. This is medium versus the original is a full coverage. This is also a healthy glow, while the original is a natural, matte, or radiant, because they have a few different other options. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I do have oily skin, so I decided to go with the shade Light here. I'm using my BK Beauty 101 brush, which is my go-to, and I did about a pump of product. Alright, I was a little bit worried about the coverage, but it does look really nice. It's not like a super light coverage, which I was worried about. That's what I don't like when it comes to skin tints, when it's like barely anything, because I don't have perfect skin. Like, I have stuff to cover up, so this one I definitely think is medium right off the bat. And you could probably build it up even more too, and I'm definitely noticing a glow going on here from this. The main question I have is, how is it going to hold up? Having oily skin, is this something I'm going to be able to use in the summer at all? Is it going to be too glowy? But like right now I feel like my skin looks very pretty, very flawless, and still skin-like. It's not too cakey or anything like that. Now we are going to switch gears here over to the eyes. I have the full ColourPop Daisy Does It collection. This is a huge collection. There's literally everything in here, so I will be using a lot of this today. I know there's been a lot of videos already on it and I was not able to get it up like the first day, but you guys said you still wanted to see it, so here we are. I love daisies. It's one of my favorite flowers. I had Gerber daisies for my wedding. I literally did like bright neons, orange, pink, and lime green Gerber daisies. It was so much fun. So I was really excited about this collection. Here is the color scheme. I had some people say that it looks like a repackage from ColourPop, but I haven't really seen them do this kind of a color scheme with greens, peach, and the neutral colors. This is a new one to me. I think maybe the most similar would be Limoncello, but that one has more blues in it and more yellows. And I know they had an original palette, their first palette, I think it was called like Yes Please or something, but that one was super warm. So to me, This one does look more unique in my opinion once you really look up close and look at these like green shades over here, like this smoky color. That looks so pretty. I'm excited. So I think in the crease, I'm gonna go ahead and do Flower Girl, and I'm gonna also mix a little bit of Rooted. Let's go into Like Butter. I love that name. But is it gonna blend like butter? That's the question. It actually kind of does. It's actually very buttery. Usually, like ColourPop's mattes have more of a powdery kind of formula, but this one's actually really nice. I am gonna do Flower Girl mixed with Like Butter on the lower lash line. Next, I'm gonna take Top Pick. I'm just gonna use my finger for this, and I'm gonna place this on my lid here. And I'm using this kind of as a base. I'm gonna go in with a shimmer on top. And to top it off, I'm gonna take Chain Letter with my finger. This is one of the Super Shock shadow formulas, and I think I got some of the yellow mixed in there. Oh well, I'll have to fix that later, but it's a Super Shock formula, so it's really creamy, and I'm placing this over top of the yellow. I feel like this is just a really subtle shimmer color. It's not really adding a lot for me. I wish it had a little more metallicness to it. Let me go on top of that with So Fresh too, just to see if that'll amp it up. And I'm adding just a little bit of that in the inner corner as well. But it just add a little bit of almost like a topper, but I'm just expecting a little bit more from those. This Bloom one though, that one is definitely going to be top-notch shimmer, as well as a Shasta down here. It's just these two colors kind of seem more on the lighter side. This collection also has some eyeliners here in this little kit called Upsy Daisy, and I'm going to use the gold for today and put this in the lower lash line. I love ColourPop's liners. I think they are so good. Alright, let's move on to concealer. I actually don't have a new one, so I'm probably just going to speed through this process. I'm using Catrice True Skin. And I am going in with my NARS Soft Matte. This is a concealer that I use to cover blemishes. And then just taking my foundation brush and patting on top of that. I'm gonna use Rare Beauty. This is the setting powder in light for the rest of the face. I like this one if I'm wanting a more glowy look, because it doesn't really, it mattifies but not like overly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set this all over the face. And I do use a lot of powder because I want to make sure my foundation is not budging. Let's finish up the eyes. For mascara, I am going to be using the Viral MAC Stack Mascara. I was saying this on my Instagram, but I was wanting to get this new mascara because everyone is raving about it. It's been sold out on like Ulta. I think it's back in stock now. And I was going to go in and buy the full size. But then when I was looking in my drawer, I was like, wait a minute, I have a mini of this, and then I couldn't figure out how the heck I had this. Like, it's a brand new launch, but I guess I got it in the Allure beauty box. I was talking to my friend Molly, Makeup Molly, and yeah, she's like, oh, we got that in the Allure beauty box, and she discovered that she also had it, so I thought that was so funny. I didn't have to go out and buy it, so that's nice. We're gonna test this out. I've just heard amazing things. Apparently, you can like layer the crap out of this mascara, and it's not gonna look clumpy. You're just supposed to stack it, so you can do a ton of layers with it. So let's try this out. Oh my gosh, I already am liking what I see. It's super lengthening, and it's separating, which I love. So that is one coat. Let's stack it up. I think we'll stop here at 3, but I'm shook, I really am. We'll have to see if it wears throughout the day. Like, hopefully it doesn't smudge. That's my #1 pet peeve with mascaras, is when they smudge under the eyes. I'm just getting those lower lashes. Look how long they look. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Okay. New favorite, I think, as long as it wears okay. Moving on, let's do my brows. I don't have any new brow products, so I'm just gonna quickly run through my brows. Alright, moving on to a bronzer. I'm going to use this new one from Physicians Formula. This is part of a special collection. I call it the brunch collection. I don't think that's what it is. This is the bread and butter bronzer. And it looks like, kind of like a piece of toast is what it reminds me of. I have swatched this in a previous video. You can find this collection at Walgreens. Also, it is available on the Physicians Formula website. And it does have a scent. It's like a light perfumed scent. I'm not sure what it's supposed to smell like, but let's dip in to this one. It's called Toasty. Oh, she's powdery. Like, do you see this? So much powder. The color is really nice though. It seems like a tad bit darker than the original butter bronzer, but it's not as orange as the matte Manoy one, which I don't really like. So it's a really nice in-between. Now the Daisy collection from ColourPop does have a few Super Shocks in here. These look so much fun. Oh man, what do I want to use? I'm kind of feeling this like bright poppy red. Look how bright that is. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I love the Super Shock cheeks. Those are my favorite blushes from ColourPop. They're like a cream blush. And we'll apply this to the cheeks. And yeah, it's definitely not as crazy as you would think. And I did only take a little bit on my brush. But I love a bright cheek. And it's so funny because I used to hate blush. I used to like put the littlest amount of blush on. I would want the most subtle colors ever. Because I just thought it didn't look good on me because I had so much pink in my skin already, but now I'm all about it. And you can definitely build that even more if you have a deeper complexion. I just did it very lightly. And how cute, it has a little daisies on the packaging. So adorable. I don't think I want to use the highlight today because I think that's just going to overdo it for the glowiness for me. And I feel like I still have a little bit of that glow in, so I'm going to skip highlight. So I guess that means we just have lips left to do. Alright, for the lips, I was thinking I could use something from the Daisy collection because there is some lip colors in that one from ColourPop, but I just picked up this new balm yesterday from Givenchy. I got the cute little bag and everything because I got it at Nordstrom. I've been dying to pick this up. It's now available on Sephora and I am so excited to try this. It's just absolutely beautiful. I think this is gonna go viral. I see it happening. Anyways, this is the Givenchy Rose Perfecto Liquid Balm from them. We all know like the lip balm trend is out of this world. Lip oil, lip balm, lip gloss. That's what everyone is all about right now. And it's a beautifying lip balm to moisturize and plump with a healthy luminous color. Just wait until you see this. It's marbled. How pretty. I just had to have it just for how pretty this is. And I wasn't sure what color to get. The pink ones look so cute, but this one apparently is like one of their best-selling shades. They have this shade in like their other lip lines. This is in Chilling Brown, and it's supposed to be, you know, it's like a natural lip color. Like if your lips had a little bit more flesh to them, a little bit more, I would say, redness to them, this is what it would be. But I just am so excited about this, and just, it's so beautiful. It smells actually very fruity. I think this is my first Givenchy lip product. I've never had one before, and I think it's supposed to stay this marble, like when you go ahead and insert it, maybe once you start running low, but like it keeps the marble effect even when you put the applicator back inside. So I might have to get some more colors if I like these. So this is really nice on the lips. I love that you get a full color. It's not super, super glossy. It kind of feels almost like a lip oil, but not as sticky as a lip oil. It's not sticky at all. It's so smooth. I think it makes the lips look really nice. You can't see any of my lines. It just looks like really your lips, but better. Okay. I like this, I do. I've tried the Dior lip oils. I've tried a couple other balms like this from the more luxe brands, and I think this is my favorite. That's really nice. We'll have to see how long it will stay on, but I think it looks really good. super natural, just like an everyday color. I zoomed you guys out. This is the final look for today, testing out all the new makeup. These are my first impressions. I do want to wear this look for a few more hours so I can kind of show you how it's wearing. I always like to do a little bit of a wear test and then update you guys on my final thoughts, but I think we look like everything looks very flawless, I will say. So I'm really liking this look so far. I don't think we've had like a major fail yet, so we'll see how everything holds up. Hopefully the foundation doesn't get too oily because I think it looks really pretty on the skin. But yeah, I will see you guys in a few hours to update. Okay guys, I am back. It has been 6 hours of wear for this makeup. Here's a little close-up of what we are looking like. So let's start with foundation because that is the first thing I'm noticing is the oiliness going on. This is very oily for me. So look at all of this. Yeah, so let me go ahead and do another powder touch-up. I am one that brings powder with me literally everywhere I go, so it's not unlike me to have to powder my face. But I haven't been doing like a lot. I mean, I've been reorganizing my room a bit, so I've been moving around, and it is warmer out today, so I don't know if that makes a difference. But I will say the foundation underneath has like held up well. It's just the only issue is really the oiliness, but it's not really breaking up anywhere. It still looks like pretty flawless. Like I could still wear this for a few more hours and I would be happy with it. I just need to touch up. So what I'm gathering from that is that it does wear well. It doesn't really sink into fine lines. It doesn't look too cakey, besides that nose area had a little bit of texture going on. But I'm gathering that this might be even better for dry skin than the original. And I still got a little bit oily with the original too, but this one definitely has more of a glow. So if you guys are into the glowy skin, I think you would like this one even better than the original. Now, if you guys are oily like me, my all-time favorite is the Your Skin But Better from them, the foundation. That one is pretty lightweight on the skin. It gives really good coverage and it stays more matte throughout the day, but pretty much all my IT Cosmetics foundations have a little bit of oiliness to them throughout the day. But I will say I am impressed that it still looks nice on the skin after 6 hours of wear. And it hasn't broken up. I do prefer the Your Skin But Better foundation, but I do think this does look pretty, and I would prefer this over the original CC cream. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's talk about the ColourPop products. So I did try out the Daisy Does It eyeshadow palette today, and I'm getting quite a bit of creasing going on, which is very surprising. I don't usually have that happen, and I use my NARS Smudge Proof a lot, so I don't know if it's because I used that kind of more Super Shock shade and it just wasn't very crease resistant, because I used a couple of those that were more creamy, and I don't know if that kind of messed all the stuff up. And I'm noticing fading as well from the darker colors that we used, which is very unfortunate. So I don't know, that doesn't usually happen to me. My eyeshadow usually lasts pretty much all day with no creasing like that, and that's pretty bad for me. So if you're looking for something maybe similar to this isn't exact, but I would go for the Limoncello one instead, because I feel like the quality is a little bit better and the wear power. And I did notice too, with the shimmers in here, they are very light, and I guess that's why they probably included Super Shocks in this collection as well. But I was expecting a little more from this, but I'd be curious to try it a couple more times and see what I can do. But for now, yeah, I'm gonna say it's not as good as Limoncello, and I was expecting a little bit more from this one because it's such a cute collection, and the mattes in here are so nice, but the shimmers just are not doing it for me, and whatever is going on with the creasing, I'm not a fan of. I do really like the blush though in the collection. I'm always a fan of these Super Shock cheeks. This is the Marguerite one, and I think it's a gorgeous kind of poppy coral that is going to be so much fun for spring, summer. So this one was a winner in my book. I also liked the ColourPop gold eyeliner that we used on the waterline. It's still there, still going strong. These are always so good, and this is a really pretty deeper gold. I also liked the bronzer that we used from Physicians Formula. I just wish it didn't have so much powder kick up in the pan, but I did really like the color. I thought it was very natural and really pretty on the skin. You guys know I really like this MAC Stack mascara, and it has held up really well for me. I haven't had any flaking or smudging, so I think this one really is going to be a new favorite. I've tried a lot of new mascaras lately, but this one is definitely in the top 3, maybe number 1. We'll have to see. But this is really, really nice. Highly recommend this one. I could see why this keeps selling out. And then lastly, the Givenchy, I think it's called the Liquid Balm. Also very, very impressed with this one. I was thinking it was just going to be like all for show and no really performance, just like any other gloss, but I'm just really happy with this one. I love the color of it. I did reapply a little bit after eating my lunch, but they really do last on the lips, and it does leave my lips more hydrated since it does have some really good ingredients in there. It is described as a balm, and yeah, it just performs like a lip oil in my opinion. I think it's beautiful. I'm really happy with this one, and I might have to pick up another shade during the Sephora sale, and they're just absolutely stunning. So I'm really pleased with this as well. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on these products in the comments down below, if you've tried any of these yet, or if you plan on picking them up while there is some good sales coming up. But if you want anything now, again, everything's linked down below. I think that is it for this video. I've been reorganizing my makeup area, which I have that video coming soon, so my whole background is a mess, but I'm gonna get back to that before it gets dark outside. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!